Good morning, students. Myself, Professor Neha Dave. Today we'll be starting the chapter that is Theory of Educational Administration. Now, before going into the chapter, we'll just elaborate like what is exactly the meaning of education administration, and then afterwards we'll summarize some concept. And after the once we are summarizing out, so we'll go into the internal one points like what is related with this educational administration. Now already this is the first chapter of your educational administration. So like into this first you will be getting out what is an education, what is an administration, the first word, and what are certain theories it has been used whenever you are setting up with any kind of educational institution, whenever you're opening out. So on that time you should aware about it that what is the major impact and how the thing is the management works. So this is the major concept. So into this, today you will be seeing the theories, and even parallel you will be seeing the educational, what is educational, and second the administration part. Administration means you can even say about it. This is a basic knowledge what we'll be seeing today. That will be the management. That is the introduction of an administration and even introduction of an education. And what are the things it has been need when you are setting up with any kind of educational, with any kind of educational institution whenever you are setting up. So on that time, what are the things you need to keep it in the mind, and then afterwards you can start up with certain kind of the institutions and certain kind of centers. Then once we'll complete with the help of this chapter, the chapter basically and the subject is basically we'll be discussing about all concept of educational, second part with the help of an administration. Even the thing is what into this you'll be seeing out what are state level, national level, okay, what are the how many institutions are been inculcated and how many institutions are been there placed with it whenever you're setting up with any kind of educational institution, whenever you're setting. So into this, whenever you're opening any schools, any kind of college, any kind of institutions you're opening out when related with an educational part, study related part. So on that time, what are the guidelines? And with the help of the guidelines, finally the thing is what we start up with the help of the major concept. So into the whole specific with the help of the subject, you will be seeing with the help of basic knowledge. First, into this chapter, you will be only seeing a basic knowledge. So today we'll be only seeing the first chapter, that is a basic knowledge, what you will be learning about it, what is an education, what is an institution, and what is an administration, and how the thing is, what are the managements and what are their functions. After completing to this, the thing is what, I'll just brush it at whatever the concept will be going into the next lecture also. So into the next sessions, you will be seeing about it, what are the national level, what are the international level, what are the major level and what are the district level. It means you have a different types of level wherever in particular location whenever you start out with any kind of institutions. So on that time, what are the guidelines you need to follow whenever you are starting up with any kind of institution. So that also you will be learning about it. Then afterwards you will be seeing about the internal concept, how the historical way when this type of education institution is set up. So on that time, what was the previous time, means on the historical time, when on the ancient times, how they started up with the help of this type of sessions, why they thought about it to this start up with the help of this session. This you will be learning about it. Even you will be learning about it, the role of the supervisor also, even the role of the manager also, because the word here you will seeing that is an administration, means into an organization or else into any kind of institution part, you have a certain person who is handling accounts, finance, the fees received, for example, when you are setting with any kind of institution. So when institutions, whenever it has been set up, so ultimately into an office part, usually into the office part, usually you can see it about it, you have a management guys who and PRO will be there, there will be an HOD will be there, second the finance will be there, then afterwards the person who is collecting the fees, it will be there, the person who is giving the payment, receipt payment, each and every structures will be there. So the thing is how you will manage this all particular things, because this particular things institution is an owner. Whenever an owner is only opening an institution, but whenever he is opening an institution, the other basic guidelines will be you need to follow according to the government. According to the government rules and regulations, you will be following out, because that is a major impact, because they give you the license, and with the help of the license, finally the thing is what, you start up with an college, you start up with any kind of schools, you start up with any kind of institution. So that is why the thing is what, into this chapters you will be seeing about it, how the administration role, because the part of giving an education is different, but the thing is what, when they are providing the education, so what are the administration into each and every organization, you have an administration department, means a managemental department, who manage each and everything into the particular period of time, like this to be followed this way, this to be followed this way, and we are going according to the guidelines which is given from the institutions, which is given from the government, and we are following according to the law. So in today's one, you will be into this, you will be learning all those things. Then afterwards you will be even seeing certain, we'll move ahead with even with the next chapter on the next session also. So on that time you will be seeing how they do the supervision, how the manager supervise each and everything, and finally the thing is what, the rules and regulations, it has been followed, and with the help of rules and regulations, the thing is what, the details are being performed, the details are being maintained. Usually you might be heard that into an accounts, we file a return. So on this time also, the thing is into the institution also, an administration department, the manager needs to follow all this thing, and finally the thing is what, he need to, even the thing is what, he need to give the returns, he needs to send the returns to the government, because we are following that kind of we are following that kind of guidelines or not, so that you need to maintain. So that is why we are performing this type of way of rules and regulations. So that is why once we will complete with the help of this, we'll be seeing how supervisions are being done, how different type of way of interaction with the people it has been done, how the roles it has been followed by the manager, the supervisor, the superintendent, how they have been following about it. That also you will be seeing about it. How the thing is educational works, how administration works according to the certain kind of level of guidelines it is given. So ultimately you might be heard with the UGC. Okay, so the UGC it is what, University Grant Commission. This is also a #1 grant commission, because he only gives you the guidelines to start up with any kind of institution, and then afterwards the rest of all terms and conditions which has been followed according to the UGC head, means that comes into the true and fair way where we are performing each and every institutional activities. So that is why the thing is what, today you will be seeing into this all the concept, means into this chapter today what we are starting with the help of this subject. So into this subjects you will be learning with the help of different type of concept which is only related with educational and their administration work. I mean internally each and every how they file the accounts, how they collect the fees, how they receive the payments and all, each and everything, how they used to do the entries and all, how they used to pursue each and every different type of way of activities whenever it has been conducted into any kind of institution, and then afterwards how they represent that whatever the activities has been conducted, so how they represent the front of the people. So this all different concept of it you will be seeing into this part of subject. Now today first will be into this subject, we have starting with the help of this theory of educational administration. Now first the thing is what, educational is an important concept. First, the thing is what, education, giving education, it is an important concept. Without this education, the thing is what, the thing is the people won't be able, because the people are not getting proper education, the people won't be able to face the world. So that is why, and we are into globalization period right now. So that is why with the help of that kind of it, the thing is each and every student, each and every people should get the education, that is important. Now why the thing is what, that is why the thing is the government thought about it to start up with the help of an educational institution, and with the help of government norms over there, and with the help of government norms over there, and slowly and steadily the thing is what, it started in 1600 AD, means before like and after decades, like before it was there. So on that time it was not flourished, the education was not flourished that time, because on that time usually the education was available, but still the technology what we was not getting current, what we are getting currently he was not preferring on that time, but on that time the education was also given. So education makes an important concept in each and every thing, because with the help of this only you get with the help of this only you get a knowledge, and with the help of the knowledge finally the thing is what you are representing in the front of the world. Now into this, even the thing is what you will be seeing about it, what is administration, how the administration works, and the what is management, even you will be seeing about it, what is management and how the management works about it, why the management is called this thing. Then afterwards you will be learning with planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing. This is the functions of an administration, because without this the thing is what, our administration is incomplete, because it is not part of an education. Here whenever you start up with any organization, okay, any organization field, this is in common, thing, this is in common function. Without this the thing is what, our institution is incomplete. So that is why before moving into the depth of in chapter, like what is administration, exactly the meaning and what is the main concept of this chapter, the basic things what we'll be going to learn right now, that is called an educational administration. So into this, and common way of management you will be learning. Okay, common way, what do you mean by administrations, what are the functions of an administration, what are the importance, what are the scope, you will be seeing about it, why we have a major impact on this. But means when as you are moving into the internal depth, but why we are going with the help of major, because if you guys are aware with the help of this thing, here I'm only giving you the theoretical knowledge, but when you are getting a practical knowledge, when you enter into any kind of educational institution, and then afterwards you are working into any part of administration department, so on that time you will be getting out this all activity, because only getting a theoretical knowledge, that doesn't make the sense. Only because of this you require the practical knowledge. But how is he getting a practical knowledge? Before this you have been heard this all words, then only you'll be getting a practical knowledge when you enter into the market. So that is why the thing is what, when you are going into the internal depth of educational way of lectures, means educational way of administration, means internal depth of the subject. So before this is a basic guidelines you need to follow, and this is a basic, it's a very simple, it is very easy, because mostly management related only it has been there. But before this you are going into the internal depth, you should aware about it, who, what is it, what is exactly meaning of this, why we does with the help of this, what are the importance of this, why we perform this all duties and all that, all the substances, that all the things you will be seeing into this part of. So now we'll move into the chapter. I already given you the certain kind of important concept what we'll be discussing today. So now the thing is what, I'll move into the chapter over there. So according to this, whatever we have been summarized right now, you'll be getting internally the depth of the knowledge, which you will clear your doubt, and even the thing is what, that skills will be developed into your body language, and with the help of this the thing is what, you will be getting a basic core knowledge of an administration, and that makes an important features into your work life. Now first we'll be starting with the concept. What is an administration? Now already educational, I already given you a simple what you mean by educational. Okay, educational is what, certain part of it, knowledge where it has been provided. It is where we are giving an education for the people, the knowledge what we are providing here. Now what is meant by administration? Or already you have heard the word administration where, into the subject also. Now see, what is an administration? Administration is a goal-oriented and a purposive and cooperative group efforts to accomplish some common goal or a goal. For instance, two men cooperates to roll a stone to build a house. Now here you can see I have given the graphs, or I have given certain diagrams also, because with the help of the diagram at least what you might be knowing about it, how the people sit over there and how the thing is the discussion has been conducted. Now already the thing is what you mean by administration? Administration is where all the people sits together and all the people are having only to achieve a goal. That is why that part of it, and internally whatever we communicate, it is here with the help of an interaction part with each and every people, their wants and needs, this all people what we discussed over there, and once we discuss over there, finally the thing is what, we achieve a goal. That is why we require the corporate into each and every people. Now here you can see internally, when means if there is only one subject and related to one subject, each and every people are having their own answers. So here the administration, it is that part of concept where each and every people sit together, and finally with the help of this they discussed with the help of certain points, and finally the thing is what, they achieve a goal. It is the main thing. Now, for instance, I have given one example here also. Two men cooperates a roll a stone to build a house. Now there is only two men. That means the main thing here it is what, if a man want to build a house. So like when they want to build a house, so there is one more man. So again they communicate together. Finally the thing is what, they collect the stones, and finally the thing is what, they build according to that way, they carve according to that, and finally the thing is what, they both the people start building the house. That is what a cooperation. Finally their both goal, it is their both achievement, it is what, to achieve a goal, that is an house. They want to build a house. So that is why the thing is what, your both communication way, both way of representation, finally the thing is what, they are building an house. So that is why that is called an administration. So again I'll just go, what is an administration? Administration is the goal oriented. Why we perform this thing? Because of goal oriented. Then only we can achieve a goal. A purposive and cooperative way of group efforts too. Now here there is a purpose. And second, it is what, a cooperative group. Here each and every people are cooperating together, and finally there is a purpose, means there is an intention to do certain work. So each and every people are coming together, and finally the thing is what, they are completing a work. Efforts to accomplish the common goal or a goals, means here they each and every people are putting their efforts, and finally the thing is what, whatever their goal and whatever the goals are being there, so finally they achieve their goal. That is why the thing is what, there is a cooperation. Second, there is a purpose, and with the help of this only the thing is what, they communicate together. Okay, so this was the first major concept, and with the help of this you got to know the main idea about what is a goal. Even I have written here management by an objective, that is also called an MBO, where each management by an objective, each and every people are having their objectives, means there is a purpose to do something, and finally the thing is what, if there is a purpose to do something, finally the thing is what, they achieve a goal. That is why the thing is what, an administration it is there. So means in education institution, I have a finance, I have a superintendent, I have a manager, I have the person who is collecting the fees, who is receiving the fees, each and everything it has been there, who is giving the payment also, each and every person is there. Finally the thing is what, they work together. Okay, means there is only one work, and all the work are being divided into each and every people, and finally the thing is what, if there is any kind of problem, this all people sits together, and finally the thing is what, they all purpose, their all corporations are being equal, and finally the thing is what, they achieve a goal. So that is why this happens in each and every organization. It is not into only with the help of an education institution, it is only related in each and every organization. That is why I am not written here what is an education administration. Here only the word I have given here, what is an administration, because this is the common way in each and every organizations to achieve something. There should be a cooperation, there should be a certain part of an achievement, finally there should be a certain kind of purpose, because with the help of this only the thing is what, each and every people will be coming together, and finally with the help of an interaction, finally we can achieve a goal. So that is why the thing is what, finally management by an objective. So finally if this all people are been coming together, the management can get their objectives, he can build their objectives according to whatever the requirements they need. Okay, I'll go to the next slide. Okay, again I have certain points. Okay, first it is what, administration exclude non-purposive and non-cooperative group activities such as man watching a stone. Okay, here it is what, an administration, it has been excluded, means it is not like that the person who don't have a cooperation. Second part, they don't have a cooperative groups, means they can't cooperate. So ultimately the thing is what, the activity, if whenever they have certain kind of problems and they want to discuss, so if the person who are not having any purpose, who are not having any kind of cooperation, that person is already excluded. Here it is what, man watching a stone. Here is not like that only watching a stone, okay, the house it has been built, so that person it has been excluded. Okay, here it is what you need to put your efforts, you need to have a purpose, you need to have the goal, you need to have a cooperation. If this all people are been coming together, finally the thing is what you can achieve a goal. It is not like that if you don't discuss any kind of concept with other people into your organization, some people, other subordinators, if you are not discussing, finally the thing is the answer what we getting out. If this kind of scenario it has been there, that person it is already excluded in the administration, because what he is not having any kind of views, any kind of ideas, any kind of perceptions, any kind of visualization, nothing. So that person is totally excluded. Next, administrative activity is an old as organizing a social life. So here it is, it's a one type of old way of activity. Previously, currently in the time we says about it the word management. We does not use the administration, we use the word management. But the thing is, when the olden time, it was only called an old. It was an olden activity. What was called, that is called an administration activity, and which was organized into the social life, a social way where you need to come, you discuss about each and every concept, and finally the thing is what you get certain kind of an information. It is a universal process which is carried on in a variety of public and private organizations, and the thing is what, it's a universal. As if I said na, it is not only based on only educational, only not in the educational institution, but here the thing is what, it's a universal process, means it is not even conducted not in the only one organization, it is almost conducted each and every organization universally, whether it's a private or whether it's a public limited organization. So this is also one type of an administration. What is an administration? Here you have already seen about it. There should be purpose, there should be a certain kind of incorporation, then only the thing is, and finally with the help of this, the thing is what, they are having a common goal, and with the help of that common goal, finally the thing is what, that their achievements, it has been done according to whatever the requirement it has been done. If there is no common goal, there is no purpose, there is no cooperation, finally the thing is that administration it has been embarked, mean that person is like finally it has been excluded. The next part, usually it has been used in an activity into a social life, because to get into the touch with the people and all, finally interaction with the people and all, and that is why this is an old activity. But this is a process which is a universal process, and it's a continuous process. It is not a stop process. It is only not even used only for the certain time. It is the process where usually we use into each and every time, and it's a universal way. And second part, whether it's a private limited or a public limited organization, we prefer this part of an administration activity to conduct and to get certain kind of information which is relevant for our organizations. Finally, with the help of this, we can achieve a target or achieve a goal according to that way. Now, what are the elements of administration? Elements means whenever you're performing with the help of any administrative activity. So what are the major impact and what are the major things where you need to have more intention relating to this? First, it is what, a group activity, as if I already said here, with not only with the one people you can do each and every work. Whenever you are setting up with any kind of institution, so it is not like that there is not only one person, he takes the lecture, he takes the payment, he takes the receipt, he manages each and everything. It is not like that. So here it is a group activity. Whenever management works not with the one people, it works with the group activity, because each and every people are putting their contribution, and with the help of that contribution, finally the thing is what, they're performing their duties, they're performing whatever the activities as per whatever they require. Influencing and cooperation, that is important, because here when we sit into the group, so finally the people have been coming and they are influencing certain words. We are having a cooperation relating with the people, and with the help of this influencing with the people, and finally with the help of the cooperation, finally the thing is the activities are being conducted. There is a purpose, obviously, because without the purpose, the work it has been not conducted, because if there is an objective, because whenever you do something, there is an objective. Because without the objectives, you cannot do any kind of work. So there is a certain kind of a purpose. Material and human sources, that is also been there, material, okay, and second, human sources are also been conducted here, because human involvement are been also been conducted, because without this, the thing is what, our activity is incomplete. Material, okay, here I have given material and human sources, that is called tools, people, money, etc. Okay, that is called material, manpower, okay, and machineries. We'll go other hand, we'll go in the next slide, so you will be getting on that time. These are the basic tools of an administration. Without this M, finally the thing is what, your administration is incomplete. So that is why you can say men. Without men, the work it has been not conducted. Without material, the work it has been not conducted. Without manpower, the work is not conducted. Without money, the work is not conducted. And without the thing is what, with the help of this type of different type of sources, the thing is what, the activities are been not conducted. So here you require the material also, and even you require the men also, because without material, without men, the thing is what, your work it has been incomplete. So these are the basic tools and these are the basic elements whenever you start up, whenever you plan with the certain kind of group of activities when we conduct. So on that time, that type of activities sources should be present, because with the help of this only, the thing is, the activities are conducted into the institution. Not even with the help of an institution, in each and every organization, whichever part it has been there. So that is why currently we are only seeing a basic term. We are not going into the internal depth of the particular subject. We are just going with the help of an introduction part of what is an educational administration. First, we are only seeing about the basic term. Once we'll go into the basic term, we'll go depth by depthly. We'll just move into the internal concept that is then education related with your particular subjects related. So that is why there should be a group activity. It has been already said, whenever you are running with any part of management, group activity it has been conducted. Influencing and cooperation, that has been also been done. Here influencing by the people, and second cooperation it has been there. Purpose, that is also important. Without getting any kind of objectives, you cannot do anything. Material and resources, human resources, that is the tools, people, money, etc. That is then also the tools means equipments you require. You require computers, you require the printers, you require fax machines, telephone machines you require to start up with any kind of work whenever it has been. So the tools you require the people, obviously, and money. This is a major concept. That is why whenever into the organization we say, we not even discuss, means the owner don't say it's my organization. They use the word our organization. So whenever you're working, because our, it is what, the work, it is not only given only the one person. He is only not handling each and everything. Here it is a group activity. So that group activity is called an administration, and that element should be there whenever you're performing with any part of organization. Then only you can achieve a goal. We'll go other slides also. Now, here when we're going with the other slides, now here you can see it about it. Features. Features are what? What are the things you need to check, you need to note whenever you're performing with any part of management. And now, before this going, you can see the one more diagram, one more picture I have been updated here. I have given the words also. I guess it is blurred bit, but still I'll come and I'll speak relating to this, at least what you will be getting on. Now, here you can see there is a manager. Okay, this is the one person who is a manager. Here you have a two executive. Okay, and finally this is the departments. And with the help of the departments, finally the thing is what? They're performing each and every works to the ground side. Means you have a lower level of department where they transfer those work relating to this. So finally these people who works. So this is the way where they coordinate, where they communicate, where a group activities is been converted, and finally each and every people are the major thing, that is what, to achieve a goal. Without doing this, the work it has been incomplete. Now, Features of an administration. Okay, what are the features means what are the things you need to rectify whenever you are going with the help of an administration. Okay, what are the things you need to see? It is a process consisting of planning, organizing, budgeting, directing, turning, coordinations and controlling. Okay, so like administration is the one part of an element. It is a one part of an element where each and every work it has been given to each and every people, and with the help of this finally the thing is what it the process it has been completed. So here, as if I already said na, it is not a one act, it is not related only with the one person, it's a group activity. So whenever you're conducting a group activity, here it consists of planning. Without planning, what to do, when to do, how to do, who will be doing or why it has been done, this all thing, organizing, where it will be done, how it will be done, which part it will be done, where to be organized, where it's to be done, this the thing. Budgeting, that is important. Without what kind of amount it has been used whenever you're conducting any part of it, what kind of an activity it has been conducted, any part of rules and regulations relating it will be there. So what are the money it has been, what are the expenditures, what are the income it has been included, so that thing it has been there. Directing, to whom the work should be given, to this, to that person, that is important. Stewarding, coordinating and controlling. These are the three different types of elements. That is what, how you coordinate with the people, how you control the resources. Okay, already you might be heard into the management, utilization of proper resources means how much you, whatever you require, that only you use it. You should not waste those resources. So administration teach you this also, to not to waste the resources also. So this is the process of an administration, where you do planning, organizing, controlling, even coordinating, and then afterwards you have a budgeting also, stewarding. Okay, where the thing is what you recruit the people. You can even use the word staffing, where you recruit the people, you hire the people, you hire the candidate. This each and every things comes into the administration, because without this the thing is what your work it has been incomplete. So whenever the thing is what you're there into the administration, what are the things you need to have the major things, that whatever the work it has been there, a manager will guide, will plan to whom to give, this to be given, here to be given, here it will be planned. Second, organize. Here each and every department are there, executives are there, each and every things are been organized, and according to the organizing, finally the thing is what the work are been allotted. Directing, to whom to be work it has been given, okay, like leading to that kind of particular things. Next, you have a controlling also, and coordination. You have a coordination means, because if the manager gives certain duties to certain executives, so finally this executive gives the works to this, and finally this works executive gives to this. So finally the work it has been given, it has been spread to each and every people. So your coordination it has been done, and second part, controlling, it has been also been done. So like you can see it about it, and each and everywhere this process it has been conducted. I have one more point. Administration, it's occurred in the formal organization in the form of hierarchies, that is arrangements of an items, objectives, names, values, position, etc., in which the items are representative as being above, below, superiors and subordinators. Now here, administration is one type of formal way of concept. It is not an informal way. Informal way means what? A friendly way of communication. Here it won't be. Here it's a formal way of communication, where and the manager who spreads the work, who gives the work according to the position, according to the name, according to knowledge, according to the way of dealing with the certain kind of issues. Okay, the manager spreads each and every works according to the seeing out the hierarchies of the appointments, hierarchies of an people, hierarchies of an administration, because according to this only the thing is what you will be seeing about it, the above and the below, how superior and subordinators are been there. Superior means an head it has been there, and subordinators will be a ground one. Means this is a superior, a manager he comes into the superior, and this is all the subordinators where they coordinates with others. So here he knows about it, to whom to give the work. work and where my work will be getting, and here the manager spreads the work, okay, the administrator spreads the work according to the name, their position, the way of objectives, the way of values they have, and according to that part of it, the thing is what the work it has been completed. So and each and every part, the thing is what the subordination, the subordinators are been having that part of relation. You can see above and below way. This is the superior and this is what the subordinator. This is what they comes together, and finally the thing is what the work it has been completed. Ordered and coherent activities. Now here the orders are being given by the managers to the other departmental one or executive one, and second part, their coherence also activity means they have a sub from departments, they have a other people, like for if you have a finance, marketing, HR, supply chain management, distribution, you have any part of department. So into the departments, each and every people are given two subordinators, that is 2, 3, 4, any subordinators are being given. So the work it has been allotted according to the activities whatever it has been given. So this is where the thing is what an administration it has been conducted in each and every organization, because if this it has been conducted here it is not like only, it is not saying only the manager is running the organization. Here the thing is what, with the help of a group activity, here you can see each and every people are there into the group, and with the help of the group only the thing is what activities are being conducted, because from this only the thing is it will be seen about it that they can achieve a common objectives, because here when they are performing they have a coordination, they have an interactions, they have a communication, they have each and everything, and finally the thing is what the work it has been done according to the internally having the cooperation with the people. We'll go with the next slide. Okay, administration as in professional. Okay, just to wait. Now, here it is what administration as in professional. Now, already you have been seen about it that you have heard the word management is called an art as well as a science, and even the thing is what it is also called in professional. So the same previously the thing is what the word it was there administration. The administration as in professional. Where the why it is called in professional, because here whatever the activities are been conducted here, it's in professional zone. Now already we will just go with the help of previous slide. You can see it about this. This is in professional activity where you have a manager, executive, you have a department, and rest you have the rest. So ultimately this is the one part of an activity where each and every people are having their professional knowledge. Means a manager will be having their own skills, that executive one they will be having their own skills, the department guys they will be having their own skills, and the rest will be having their own skills. So their skills, the values, the language, the positions, each and everything it has been different. So here the thing is what it has been said about it, this is professional activities, because here you are showing yourself as whatever the skills you are having, whatever the education you are having, whatever the knowledge you are having. So you are giving the knowledge, you are spreading the knowledge according to this part of it. So that is why the administration it is called a professional. Now why it is called a professional, we'll go into the internal one, and I have been put about it. So at least what you will be getting a common way of an idea about it, that why the administration it is called a professional. The word profession means an occupation that includes a systematical knowledge or a theory. Okay, you're a working professional. Now professional it is what means that person will be having a core knowledge relating to that particular thing, either practical, either theoretically. So that part of it is called an occupational, means occupation that includes a systematical knowledge or a theory, means that person is having the particular. For example, nowadays when you say a CA is a professional one. So when he is been going with any part of an organization for an recruitment. So on that time, when that person is going for a recruitment, that person will be only hiring, because if now currently in their organization, if there is a vacancy for an CA, so now they'll be only hiring a CA only, because that person is having theoretically and practically knowledge. So that shows a professionalism, because why your here the thing is what I not need to teach him more because already he is having a knowledge of that particular field. So that is why that part is called an occupation. Means whatever the knowledge, whatever you have, so according to that particular thing, you should you require the skills, and with the help of the skills, finally that comes into your professional activities. So now a profession means an occupation that includes a systematical knowledge or a theory, where you have a systematical knowledge, and second part you have a theory way, where the thing is what means you already have been learned also, and you have been well experienced into that particular field. So now the thing is what it becomes very easy when we communicate with the particular with the help of that. Main elements of profession is the knowledge and competency. Now when I'm saying about it, elements of a professional, what are the main elements of a professional? Knowledge, you require the knowledge, and the competency means how much you are involved into that particular thing and how much we have an interest you have. So that is why nowadays you might be have been seen like you go with any part of organization if there is any kind of vacancy. So whatever the knowledge, whatever means if and how you go currently, whatever the knowledge you have, whatever the skills you have, and whatever the experience you have, and currently what they require. So that both the things should be matched together. Finally, the thing is if they find good, so finally the thing is what you are being appointed. So this is what the scenes it has been said. You have a knowledge, you have a competency about it, where you can have more interactions relating to that particular thing. University and professional schools has played a vital role for the public administrations to become a professions. Now nowadays, universities and their professional schools usually they preferred usually they preferred and public administration means and public administrator into their university if there is any kind of school. So into this they have an administration. Usually they prefer this type of only professional. Why? Because they have the knowledge of particular guidelines. What is given by UGC, what is given by university, whatever given by the schools, whatever given by the institution, and already they have been worked also into that particular thing. So they know about it, how the payments are being taken, how the payments are being received, how the payments are being given to it. So ultimately that part of it, how the working environment that has been there. So currently into this professional where university and certain professional schools, so usually they prefer about it a public way of administration, and with the help of that part of it administration, finally they interact with the according to that part of it requirement, which makes more easier to be a profession. Finally the thing is what you are not need to teach them because already they have the knowledge about particular things. People get the necessary knowledge in the universities to become a civil servant, socializing with the profession norms, and in the one sense improve on professional identity. What I said to you right now is the same thing. Why we take that kind of people get the necessary knowledge in university? Okay, in the university when the administration it has been appointed, so on that time he gets the knowledge of civil servants, how to be to do the work according to how to interact with the people, the civil servant way, socializing with the professional norms. Already have been said the UGC norms, the government norms, the rules and regulations, whatever it has been changed, what are the new things, that knowledge, and in the one sense improving your profession identified. And finally with the help of this, the thing is what their sense of professionally identifying the particular things. They knows about it every 3 months this rules are being changed, every 4 months the rules are being changed. So usually into an educational field currently the thing is what they prefer this type of only professional, because that makes more importance to an educational where he can get all such type of knowledge which will be more relevant for their organization also. Specialty of the public administration use this professional information to serve a citizen in an empowered and competent manner. So finally with the help of this specialty of public administration use this professional information to serve a citizen in an empowered and competent manner. So currently into to get certain kind of knowledge, so finally the thing is what the citizen will be more aware relating to that kind of professional where the thing is it is a more competent into the manner, because if it is a systematical manner where they can come and they can represent themselves that we are into this time and this this thing has been conducted, this guidelines have been came about it. So that is why the thing is what administration as an profession, this has been also said, because the thing is what here the proper skills with theoretical and practical ways of interest which has been conducted, and even they have the more interaction relating to this particular way where you can get more and more ideas relating to this part of it. And finally the thing is what we can go according to the government guidelines how it has been given to it. I have one more. It is also being said in art. Art, it is what it is just it's even called an art as well as a science. So that is why now you can say management, administration is then called art, science, and even for the professional. Now, how it is called in art? Now, administration is an art of getting things done as well. Now, here the thing is what administration is called an art. Why it is called an art? Where the thing is what the work it has been done according to how do you require. Now, we'll go once in the previous slide what we have been learned right now. Now, here again we'll go with the help of that features. So you can see now this is an art, means he is giving the work to the executive, executive is giving the work to the department, and department is given to the rest. So this is called an art where the thing is what the work it has been done according to how you require. So this is also one type of professionalism where the thing is what here you can even say administration is an art where the works are being given, the work are being allotted according to whatever the requirements are being there, and according to that requirements whatever the needs are being there, so the needs are being complete according to whatever you require. Okay, so administration is an art of getting things done. Okay, it's an art of getting things done. Next, administration as an art consists of deed and act with the practical end. So usually it is an art also where you have a consist of deeds and act with the practical ends. Means deed means it is what it's conducted with a certain kind of consistence of documents, and with the help of documents you have a practically where you end it up with the help of each and every concept relating to this, a practical way of knowledge what you have. So that makes an administration which is called an art where you have a practical knowledge, and second part you have a documentation one where you give the work according to the deeds, and second part whatever the practical ends, whatever the practical knowledge it has been there. Like all the art, it must be based on science. Now, how the arts are being based? It's based on science. That is the knowledge of that will make for the good administration. Now, that is science, how it has been said, that is called a knowledge. What are types of knowledge you have? So, because whatever the work it has been given, so what are the techniques you put? Here, science, it is what not with the help of the certain chemically, but here it is what are the knowledge you are putting into that work. Because that it is one type of skills. The work it is given. Now, what are the different simple way and easy way of techniques you are putting into, then finally the thing is what you are getting a solution. For example, you have a chemical. Now, here you want a water. Okay, so you have a formula that is H2O. So you have an hydrogen, you have an oxygen. Finally, you mix together. Finally, you have a water. So that is a one type of mixture. So here, the managemental skills means it is not like that. What the work it is given, you do the work. Here it is what are the techniques you're putting, what are the ideas you're putting about it. Because that only the thing is what which makes a good action way, good administration way, where you can have a coordination, where you have a communication with the people, and finally the thing is what you can end up with the help of certain kind of new ideas. Now you can say administration is also called a professional, it is called an art, it is also called a science, because with the help of this mixture it shows certain humanity, it shows certain way of managemental skills, it shows theoretical and practical way of requirements, whatever it has been there, a knowledge sheet is being spread about your visualization, your thoughts, and with the help of this all type of mixture, your cooperations, your competency, each and every that part of mixture, your objective, finally the thing is what you achieve a goal. And because with the help of that part of requirement, finally as you achieve the goal, finally you have a more intentions relating to the, and finally with the help of this the work, the organization will be there into certain kind of pinnacle. So that is why this is a basic term. Whenever you start up with any kind of organization, this is a common basic thing where you need to put certain ideas, certain visualizations, certain thoughts, and certain professionalism, because you should have that kind of activity which should be there into your body language also, because with the help of that part of mixture, finally the thing is what you can achieve a certain part of growth. Okay, now we'll go with the help of next slide. What is the management? Okay, now you have already learned with the help of an administration. Now management now there with the help of an administration we have learned a common goal. Now the thing is what, when you put a managemental skills relating to this, you are managing with the each and every concept, each and everything related to it. So finally the thing is the work it has been completed properly. Means here already first cooperation, competency, certain kind of objectives, purpose, all the words you have been heard right now. Now this, it's one more where you have a more effect relating to that particular work, where now the thing is what, you can show certain kind of new skills and certain kind of new knowledge relating to that particular thing. Now see, definition, first we'll go with the help of a definition. What is the management? Coordinating work activities so that they are completed efficiently and effectively with and through other people. Okay, you're coordinating work. Now here each and every, where management, where a manager, executive, department and the rest, each and every people are having a coordination. What is the management? What is the management? Here it is the coordination, a coordination between each and every people, where effective and efficiency where you're showing about it, and with the help of that both mixture, finally the thing is what, with and through other people, and with the help of this, finally the thing is what, you are managing the other things. Now how the thing is what, your effective and efficiency means what? See, effectiveness means efficiency first to it is what, getting the most output from the least input. Efficiency where you have a low performance, and from that low performance you are showing your efficiency, you are putting your more knowledge, you are putting your more ideas, and with the help of this, finally the thing is what, your output it has been increased. Effectiveness, okay, what are effectiveness? Completing activities so that the organization goals are being attained. Effectiveness means whatever from efficiency, the thing is what you're showing in effectiveness, where you're completing the more proper activities, properly completing all activities, and finally the thing is what, so that the organization's goals are being attained. Now with the help of this, finally the thing is what, your goals, organization goal are being achieved, and with the help of this, finally the thing is what, the work activities is being conducted. So what is the management? It's a coordinating between effective and efficiently both together, and finally the thing is what, with and through other people. From which means you are also putting, and from the other people are putting both the efforts, and finally we are completing of the work. So here the work it has been done properly, means from the least you are showing the maximum, and next it is from the least you are showing a maximum. Finally the thing is what, from the output, okay, from the least input, from the input you're getting an output more, and with the help of this, finally the thing is what, your effectiveness it has been shown, and finally you are achieving a goal, a common goal relating to that particular thing. So that is called a management related. Now, again that one thing, management is, and why it is called, getting work done through the others with the help of this effectiveness and efficiency. These are the two different, where the thing is what, the work it has been completed, where you not only show your way of it, but your efficiency you show about it, and effectiveness, how clear you are, how perfect you are, and finally with the help of this, your work it has been done through the other person. How you allot the work, the divisions of work, unity of command, where you communicate, where you do each and everything. So that is with the help of that all type of activity, efficiency and effectiveness it has been shown relating to this particular things. We show the thing is what, the management, which shows the management more and more internal depth, where you can use a proper way of resources how you require. We'll go to the next slide. Now, here you can see a managemental functions, okay, managemental functions. Now, with the help of managemental functions, you can see planning, organizing, leading, controlling. I can even see here, leading means even you can say directing. You have a manager, and with the help of manager, finally the thing is what, the management allots the work according to this part of it. So these are the functions of a management, and without the function of a management, finally your work it has been incomplete. I can't even say where your effectiveness and efficiency comes. Your effective and efficiency comes And how the thing is the work, it has been completed with the help of this function. Because if this function has been incomplete, if you are not using this type of function, if the manager is not providing this type of functional activities to the people, finally there is no effective and no efficiency, because you're only with the help of doing this thing, finally then only you can do something. Now yours is planning, organizing, leading and controlling. Planning, okay, now we'll go internal, we'll move internal also. You'll be seeing what are the plannings and all. Okay, you're doing a planning, you need to do the organizing, you need to do leading, controlling, each and everything you will be doing out by the manager, because from this only effective and efficiency will be coming. Now here you see planning. Now here you see the planning. What is planning? First it is what? Defining a goal, establishing the strategy for achieving those goals, develop the plans to integrate and coordinate the activity, setting the goals and plan how to achieve them. Now a simple planning, it is what? You need to define the goal. Here it is what? Whenever your manager is providing you, is giving you certain kind of work, is giving certain kind of duties, so on that time, what are the things to be taken care? First, it is what? You need to plan. And how you do the planning? First, it is what? You need to define a goal. Means where you want to achieve, where you are going to be achieved. So the first thing, it is what? You need to define a goal. Because without defining a goal means here it is what? An objective. Without building, if you are not building any kind of objectives, you cannot complete with the help of your planning. So the manager, whenever it has been there, the first thing, it is what? You need to define the goal. The objective should be built. Second, establish a strategy for achieving those goals. Strategy means what? Give certain kind of changes, because with the help of that part of changes, finally you can achieve a goal. I'll give you an example also. Develop the plans to integrate and coordinate the activity. Okay, whatever the plans it has been there, you need to develop, and according to this, where you integrated more, you coordinate according to whatever the activities are been there, you according to whatever the requirements are been there, you coordinate according to that way. Okay, means a second, and the last, it is what? Setting up goals and a plans. You are into this, whatever it has been there, you set a plan, and according to that part of it goals, how to achieve them. Now simple planning, it is what? You can say how to do, when to do, who to be done, how to be done, whom to be given. Okay, certain questions are being given, and with the help of certain kind of questions, your objectives are being built. And with the help of an objective, finally you planned each and every activities. For example, you plan for certain, you are planning to go to the outstation somewhere. So now, before going to the outstation, there are certain number of questions. Means, what are my goals to go and reach to the outstation, whatever the particular place it has been there, whatever you have been selected. So here it is what? Before going over there, okay, now the thing is what? The manager will inform to you that we are planning for the hill station. Now can you just tell me which hill station it has been closed? Now during this part of it, you are seeing a money, what are the cost, what are the price it has been there, how much location it has been there, what are the kilometers are been there, what are the different routes where you can go, which you can easily reach over there into the proper timing. Okay, do you get certain food items over there? Means this is the planning what you do. So here you have a number of questions, because with the help of that type of question, if your questions are totally clean, finally you can achieve a goal. Means now the thing is what? There is no other problem. If this is not this, ultimately I have this. This is not this, I have this. So here you need to you need to develop a certain kind of strategy. Strategy means it is what? Certain kind of ideas, certain kind of changes. If you think about it, I'll go by bus, it takes this much time, so I'll go by the train. But if I go by bus or train, it takes this much time. If I go by the air, so it takes this much time. So it is depend upon the cost and depends upon what are the transportation activities, whatever you use, and finally you reach over there. So this is what a certain kind of set of goal where work it has been conducted with the help of you plan according to that part of requirement, and then finally you reach over there. How to achieve them? So here the question will be, what is the planning? Planning it is what? How to achieve them? How to complete that thing? How to get all the things, whatever you thinking about it? So this is called a planning. And without the planning, the manager gives this part of it. The planning is an first activity of a management. Whenever you do any kind of work, whenever you get any kind of work, whenever you get any kind of activity, the planning it is an important. You need to set according to the way how you want to complete your each and every work. We have been already learned, na? Management is an effective and efficiency. How the effect and efficiency comes first with the help of my functions, that is called a planning. Without the planning, the thing is what, the effective and efficiency doesn't come, because the thing is what, from least you want to show an maximum. So how you first you need to see what is least, how it is the least, and from here you need to put a certain strategy, and with the help of the strategy you can get about it from the least how you will be getting a maximum. So this is the first requirement, and from this only the effective and efficiency shows, and you can cover up with your goals. So first it is what, a planning. Now next it is what, organizing. Organizing means it is what, whatever you thought about it, finally how you will be organizing. Now the thing is, first we'll go with the else, and whatever the first example what I given to you, outstation 1, so that again example I'll just recur. So according to that we'll go with the help of that only, we'll complete all functional activities according to that one only example, because you will be able and you'll be getting a proper and clear cut idea about it. Now, determining what tasks are to be done, okay. Organizing it is what, how you organize each and everything. So now, first you have done planning, this is the thing, you got all the questions, and from that questions, finally now you organize. How the work it has been given, this work it is given to them, this work it is given to this work it is given to this. Now, what tasks are being done? Okay, this question should be there. Who is to be do them? Who will be doing that? How tasks are being grouped? How the work it is being given by the group? Who reports to whom? Now here, this person it has been communicating to me. So now who will be reporting with me? And finally, you will be having a coordination. Where decisions are to be made? That is important. Decision where are to be made? Arrange tasks and other resources to accomplish the organization goal. Okay, you need to arrange, and even you need to arrange the task, and even the thing is what, resources to accomplish the organization goal. The organization goal, as if you want to accomplish, it means you want to achieve. So finally the thing is what, you need to arrange. Organizing means you are arranging to where to give, to whom to give, which to give. Now for example, again, what we have given into the planning means, if we are planning to go to the outstation, so first it is what will be done, who will be done, what is the location, what cost will be there, what is the price it has been there, what are the food articles to be there. This is all problems whatever you're facing. So once this is the thing is what you plan, the thing is what you go and finally you see what are the costs, which are the things. Finally you plan according to, you prepare a common chart, and finally now you got an answer. Once you have done the planning, second part it is what, the second activity of a managemental, it is what, organizing, means how you will arrange. So now what to be arranged, how to be arranged, means the group it is given. Now into this group, now if you are going to the outstation, so you are organizing. This person, this 4 to 5 people will be only arranging with the food. This 2-3 people will be only arranging with the transportation. This 3 people are being there, they will only giving the fund. The other people won't remove the fund. Or else there is only one person who will remove all the fund, and finally the thing is what, once we have completed, finally the thing is what, each and every people, once our trip it has been over, will do the calculation, and according to the calculation will be given to that particular person. So now this kind of requirements that has been there. Okay, now I have one more person, 2-3 person who look after with the help of luggage and all. I have one more person who will be arranging with the help of the snacks or any kind of food items or any kind of water bottles he'll be carrying and he'll be keeping with himself. So this is what all the work here, it has been organized. Your arrangements are been done according to how you have planned. So means from the planning, my next steps will be coming in organizing. Because if if the manager gives all the work systematically, so ultimately the burden won't come to the manager, or else the burden won't come to the people also. Here the thing is what? It's a group activity where each and every people will come together and finally will complete our objectives. And with the help of this, the thing is what? You're organizing, it has been done. So you're arranging a task and other resources to accomplish the organization goal. Now what my goal it has been there over there to go over the hill station. But to go over the hill station, I need to arrange each and every work. And second part, the thing is even with the help of our resources. So because if I placed each and everything properly, so ultimately the thing is what? There won't be any kind of problem, because already if I go over there now, if I say now, if I ask to other person, give me 10,000 rupees. So it is not like you will be saying, I don't know about this thing. So here the thing is already if I'm informing previously, and this whole activity, it is what? It is not like that when you go over there and then on that time hill station time, when you go to the hill station and then you inform. It is like this is the pre-way of information where you are planning to reach over there. So before this is called a certain part of an activity, certain kind of functional way where you need to take care with each and every things, each and every items you need to look after, because it's organizing. If this all activities are being organized properly, then ultimately there won't be any kind of problems because to get futurely, if the work it has been not proper, so ultimately the thing is what? You will come into the least. But here the thing is what? If this type of proper way of manager is doing each and every activities properly, so here the thing is what? You can get maximum output, whatever you are been required. So this is the one activity. I have second, third one, that is called leading. Even I can say directing also. Okay, I mean here I'm guiding to the people to do this thing, to do that thing. Motivates the subordinator's lower position. Now here it is what? Leading, it is what? Here I'm directing to I'm motivating the people who are been subordinating to me. No, I want this work. Do this way, do this, that way. So that particular thing help the resolve group conflict if there is any kind of conflict in between. So finally you need to helpful with the help of this, because that makes a proper way of management skills activity where you're using out, and you can go with the help of clear guidelines. Influencing individually or a team as they work, that is important. You're directing, it is what? Here I'm influencing the people who works in the team, and the second part the people as they work, and according to that part of it, because I'll be getting an output more. Select the most effective communication channel. That's the best thing, because this is a very much important. Communication is an important way where you need to get a best way of communication. How communication will be more effective. So that part of things you should have used that part of techniques. Deal with the employee behavior issues. That is important. If in the organization a manager is facing out any kind of employee issues, the people is performing this way, that way, he is behaving that, his problem is this. So whatever the issues are been there, you need to deal with that thing. Hire, train and motivate, lead people. That is important. Whatever the hiring, if you want to select any kind of candidate, so you need to hire, train, give them the training, motivates the people and leads the people. That should be there, because with the help of that part of activities, then only the people will be leading more, they'll be having more involvement relating to whatever they require. Now here it is what? Leading activity. Okay, now again I will take the same example. Whatever first we have been done planning, as we are going for the outstation. So we got to know these are the what are the costs, what are the money, what are the resources, each and everything we got. Once we have completed with the help of this thing, my second part will be what? Will be organizing. I need to organize, where I have arranged each and everything. I have given each and every works to each and every people. Once this arrangement activity has been completed, second part the thing is what? Third part it is what? My leading. Here a manager will be giving whatever the information, whatever it has been planned, whatever it has been organized, organized. So ultimately a management here, the management will be leading right now to go to that part of it, to go particular that part of, to give them the training, to give the informations, to give them motivations, to do that thing, you do that thing, because from this part of only motivation, finally the thing is what the work will be given. So this is called a one type of leading activity. I have one more, resources also. Controlling. Now why I'm using the word resources, because this is all functions, and where without this, even because this is resources, because without these resources my work will be incomplete. The work won't be getting properly, and even I won't be getting a proper way of ideas also. Now controlling. Controlling means it is what I need to see about it. What are the activities are being, whatever the planning are been done, organizing it has been done. Who are the people who are being leading? How I have been given the work to that particular people. Each and everything it will be there. So here how the controlling activities been also been conducted. Okay, how activities are being controlled more and more, that has been also been seen about it, because your resources should not get waste, it should be controlled. How much you require, that only should be there. So this is the one part of it, that is also called the controlling. Controlling means it is what monitoring the activity performed, that is important, whatever the activities have been there. So the thing is what the manager will look after, will monitor each and every activities, whatever it has been done. So ultimately he will look after with whatever the activities it has been conducted into the organization. Compare actual performance with the set organization, that is important. What is the actual performance and what a particular with the set goal, what are the goals are being set, and second part the thing is an actual performance, that is important. He will monitor, he will be controlling each and everything. Evaluate the activity performance, whether things are going are planned, that is important. Control into this controlling, even he will be checking about it, the manager will check whatever the planning we have been done, whatever organizing we have been done, what are the leading we have been done, thus that is going systematically or not, so that it is being seen. You need to evaluate all those activities, correct any disturbance to get work back on a track and achieve the set goal. If the work it is not going into the proper track, means if you have done planning properly, organizing, leading, if you have done, but in between there is any kind of disturbance into and people, into an organization, to any kind of work related. So if it is on that kind of disturbance, so it is here, it is what, with the help of disturbance, you need to just throw that disturbance other side, and finally the thing is what, again you need to back all the work into the proper track, means again the thing is whatever the work where which disturbance was there, so you need to just look after with the help of that part of disturbance, and finally you can clear it out, that part of disturbance, whatever the problems are been there, you need to solve, and finally again the thing is what, again in the same track the work should be perform ahead, and finally you can achieve a goal. Ensure all the activities are accomplished as in planned. Already I have said now, means that is why that's the first activity. Why I am saying using your controlling. The controlling goes according to the planning, because with the help of that planning, you need to see your, when you do the controlling activities, you need to see what we have been planned previously, it was that only or not. So here again I'll give the same examples to it, what we have been to the outstation. Now here what we have been taught, we have already seen, to go to that, from your particular to that particular, this much the cost was there, this much resources was there, this much transportation cost was there. We have been planned each and everything, we have been made a proper way of charge, we have been tabulated each and everything, but finally if we go over there, and finally you need to ensure that about it, you need to monitor, see according to the planning only we are going or not. So that is also important. So the manager will be looking after it, that whatever we have been planned, whatever we have been organized, whatever we have been controlled, whatever we have been, how we have been directed, so does it is going into the proper way of not. So this, whatever we thought about it, we will go by bus, it will be the cost will this much, the timing will this much, so better we'll go for this only, because what, according to this part only we can reach over there to the hotel, and then only we can visit to our nature, we can visit to our environment, we can we can roam here and there, and according to that part of it. Even when you're returning back also, means you're going also, and again you'll return in the back, each and every planning it has been done properly or not. So this is called in controlling the most important activity, that is the last, that is called the controlling, because from that controlling finally the thing is what, the work it has been get properly, and according to that part of only the thing is the performance it has been evaluated. So here it is what a monitoring activity it has been done into controlling. So we have been seen about it. Managemental functions, you have a planning, organizing, directing, and even you have been seen controlling. These are the four major elements where the manager look after with the help of this activities, and with the help of this activities they see about it that organization is working properly or not, it has been secured properly or not, the administration, the activities, the work, the common goal are being achieved or not properly, that it is being seen here. Okay, we'll go ahead with the next slide. Objectives, now here already have been said about it previously, whatever a common knowledge what we got. I have more slides also where a background it has been given about the administrations and management, that also will be going about it, but I have internally a certain concept now I have been added into this, that are then educational administration. Now objectives of an educational administration. Now already we have been seeing so much of basic knowledge relating to administrations, what are managements, what are tools, what are the functions, what are the activity, and with the help of this competency and goal are being achieved, and finally the thing is what the organization is completing out the task by accompanying the each and every works to the people. Now here you have an objectives. What are the objectives are been there into the educational administration? Whenever into educational administration means into the educational, you have an administration department. So how they follows each and every, what are the basic objectives? Means this, it is here not only to start up with any kind of institution, but the major thing it is what are the main purpose? Why has been started this thing? What are the main objectives relating to starting up with the help of this? So what are my goals are being there? So here first should create suitable background, that is important. You need to create a proper accurate background which will be relevant for the people at least to get about it, like this is the work, it should be there. To coordinate the school activity, why the administration it has been opened here, where you will coordinate into the school activity. Already I've been said what is growing, if there is any kind of plantation, if there is any kind of dance, any kind of activity, any kind of festives, anything it has been going on. So here the thing is what administrations look after each and every activities whatever it has been conducted into schools. To coordinate, okay, here they coordinate. To eliminate the wastage, already if there is any kind of wastage are been there, so finally to eliminate that thing, wastage in the sense if there is any kind of problems or any kind of some rough items are been there, any kind of papers are been there, if they want to dump over there, if there is any kind of problems are been there, or any kind of used waste articles are been there, if they want to eliminate, so that kind of activity. To simplify the complexity, that is also there, you simplify all the activity, and your whatever the complexity means, if there is any kind of problem, so that problem how you are resolving that thing, here it is being seen. To introduce the experimentations, even here into this part of it, if they want to start up with any part of new experimentations related, how they want to do about it, any kind of new test they want to do, so ultimately they can introduce into this part of particular education administration, and administration should take care with the help of this major objectives, because with the help of this major objectives finally the thing is what they can recover all the activities whatever it has been conducted into that administration in the educational. We'll go to the next slide. Advantages of educational administration managers. Now already we have been seen about it. Currently we have heard about the manager. Manager, it is the person who is the head of the department. So finally who take care of each and everything. Now here into the educational administration, if you have a manager who look after the schools and any part of institutions related, who take care of each and everything. So why managers are being placed over there, and what are the benefits you get when into education administration administration manager? First, it is what, for the purpose of becoming an effective leader or a manager who is in charge of an education institution needs to be familiar with the theoretical concept and the best practice related to educational institution. Now here, to be more effective and efficient way, okay, a manager will perform. A manager is that kind of person. Why they appoint and manager into the organization? Because the thing is what, whatever the activity activities, whether it's a theoretically, whether it's a practically, and to make this activities a familiar way, means a proper way where he can come, he can coordinate, he can have coordination properly, and with the help of this part of it, they can be an who can be an in charge and who can be leader that thing, who can develop himself as a leader. So that is why the thing is what the first point says about it. The manager here will be perform himself as a leader. Why? Because here, whatever the theoretical and practical way of knowledge he is having on, he will perform a familiar way of interaction. And with the help of that part of interaction, finally the thing is what? An education administration will be completing out the work properly. So the first major point is this part of it. Now, importance, okay, what are the importance of education in the administration, what are the basic, what are the importance you need whenever you are doing these things, so what are the things to be carried, what are things to be seen. Organizations are essentials, and it is an impossible to avoid the influence of a different type of organization on the human life. Organizations are essentials, okay, and it is an impossible to avoid the influence of a different type of organization on the human life. So here it is an impossible that each and every organization will be same. Each and every organization will be different. The way of the human lives are been different. So first, it is the major point. Administrations can perform useful functions within the organization. The administrators, okay, whatever the activities are being there and he needs to can perform all the useful performance into the organization. Within the organization, he can perform whatever the activities, whatever he wants, he can start up with that kind of point, which will be making more relevant, which will make more easier to develop with the help of an organization. That's what I said, na? In each and every organization, it is not only like into the particular field only this work it has been done. It is done in each and every organization where the thing is administrators can perform their own duties. Knowledge and understanding of organization behavior, both internal and externally, could enable an administrator to act more effectively. Now here, the person who is an administrator means the person who is a manager, who is having the knowledge and understanding way of organization behavior. That is important. He should know about it. Who the people behave, how the people behave, their knowledge, their ideas, how they need to understand the people. Because even with the help of this, both internal, externally, finally the thing is what an administrator can be more effectively to control, to handle the work and to show certain type of performance that way where the people are also being happy relating to them. Finally the work it has been completed in the particular period of time. It doesn't take much period of time. So that is why you have heard I guess you might be heard with the word that is called the human resources. So nowadays the major impact into each and every organization the human resources are given. Why? Because they understand the behavior of a people, and even they understand the behavior of an organization. Because with the help of this they can be more effective and more efficient towards the people. They can interact with the people more and more. Because from this only finally from administration, from the management, finally the thing is what the current word what is that is called the HR, what we say human resources. In currently each and every organization nowadays they are placing this way, because what with the help of this the behaviors they can denote according to whatever the requirements they need. So with the help of this finally because they have a more knowledge and understandings too, and with the help of this knowledge and understandings they have more interaction with the people. Education, organization, administration have some unique characters that deserve distinguished treatments. Now here, education, organization and their administration have some unique characteristics that deserve the distinct treatment. Now usually, mostly in the organization which is related with education, whenever an education institution is there, so their administration work is different. It is a unique, and where each and every characteristics are been deserved their distinct treatment. Means here total the work it has been different. You have all planning, organizing, controlling, all the activities are been there, but the work here, the people are been there. It's just unique. So according to that part of it, you can give the treatment according to whatever they require. So that part of it where you can complete your work easy and at a certain period of time smoothly. Now, here it is what educational administration. Now, what is an educational administration? It is the administrations or a management of an institution designed to foster teaching and learning. Now, your education institution, education administration, the basic it is what? Here the administration or a management, the more impact, they will design the foster of teaching and learning. So that is why that is why into the organization management or administration departments have been kept, because they design the way of teaching, the spreading the knowledge, the spreading of knowledge, and according to that part of it, the thing is what it has been given to the people. This institution includes, what are the institutions are includes when it has been said educational administration, when this teaching, foster of teaching and learning, it has been derived more and more. The institutions include like private and public schools. Okay, these are the things. Technique educational college, special educational institution, public and private university. Now these are the different part of institutions where the thing is what? The way of educational, a way of giving the knowledge and teaching activities are being seen, are being checked, and according to this the activities are being conducted. So I have already said now, it is like that is why into each and every organization, so each and every institutional way organization, here I am using about it because it's even called an organization. Here each and every institutions are been also there. So usually when it is a private, public, schools, universities are been there, any technical educational college, special education institutions, if this kind of scenario it has been there, so that is why they have been, the administrations are having more functions relating to the learning and even to the teaching activities. They have a more impact relating to this. If it has been not proper, so ultimately they change, they perform according to what they require, and they can give certain kind of new ideas, new perceptions, new visualization. They can perform, they can design according to what they require. So that is why this administration activities mostly it has been done into schools and university. Now, even educational institution, it has been even educational resources centers. Now, see, there are certain more have been there. Educational resources centers, schools, district office, regional directories, federal provisional division, governments, department of education and other institutions fostering the teaching learning. Now usually you can see when I'm telling about institution, okay, education institution, so ultimately it comes into total way of different type of an activity, different whether it's a governmental school, division school, department, district schools, it has been there, if centers have been there, so here they have been more, and other institutions fostering the teaching and learning. Teaching and learning, they have been more impact. So that is why administration, it is given the major impact nowadays in each and every institution. Why? Because they only develop the way of teaching activity, the way of learning activity, because if the management sees about it, these are the activities, if we conduct this activity, if we conduct this activity, if we teach according to that way, your teaching knowledge, if the professors are there, give them that kind of knowledge, so at least what that kind of knowledge what they can spread to the children's also what are there into the institution. So that is why that all it has been fostered by this part of different way of institutions which are being a major impact relating with the help of administration. So in each and everywhere you can have an administration, you have a managemental one who start up with this type of developing of giving knowledge, teaching also each and everyone. The management or an administration of this broad range of institutions support a notion that education administration is field often tactics. That's what I said you what right now. This institutions with what management and an administration of a broad range of institutions. Okay, the administration and even with the help of management who are having the broad range of an institution, who start up with the broad range of institutions. So ultimately with the help of this support, finally the thing is what they gives a field of practical knowledge to the people who are being into the organization, where a practical and theoretical way where they give this type of knowledge and which will be more relevant for the people also to get in that. And finally with the help of this you can go according to university guidelines also, university and government guidelines also, and you can reach into certain kind of pinnacle. So that is why these are the major impact, major centers, major institutions, and that is why the more and more they are really precious to keep administrators and even to the management. And finally, with the help of this, they use the elements with their functions. Finally, their teaching and the way of giving, spreading the knowledge related. They have developing different type of strategies relating to this, and with the help of this, finally they have that part of interaction with the people which they can reach into certain kind of pinnacle also. So that is why educations and administrations and managements are given more impact. Now, what is the job of an educational administrator? Now, already you have been learned about it. What are the administrations and management? But here, what are the jobs? You should also know about it. If education administrator means if any part of it, educational institutions have been there, the administrator guy it is in. So, what are the administrator guy? What type of job he will be there? Because with the help of that job only, the thing is what the learning and teaching activities can be developed. The first, the basic purpose of educational administration is to enhance teaching and learning. The main thing it is what the administrator will be thinking about it. What will be the teaching activities? Second part, what will be the learning activity? What kind of worksheets, any kind of PPTs, any kind of computer way of technology it has been given. The teachers have been trained. The students have been given that part of learning activities, practically way, field way, any part of knowledge given to it. So first, the purpose of an educational administrator is to enhance the teaching and learning. Next, administration serve an instrument or in supportive role and not a primary role. Here it is what he will be not thinking about it and I'm the only primary, means I'm the only starting of it. Here he will be treat himself, he will serve himself as an instrumental, means a one type of documenting, and second part a supportive role where with the help of my documents what I'm having a vast knowledge relating to this, I'm coming and giving you the proper way of visualization. Second part, the thing is what I'm coming here and giving a certain that kind of role that is called a supportive role, means that part of interaction way of role, because that part of, if I have that kind of supportive role, so ultimately with the help of that part of activity, finally the thing is what I can be a proper way of spreading the way of knowledge related. Many administrative activities do not deal directly with the students. The relationship of these activities to teach and learning, it's not always apparent. So here it is what, here it is not like that directly this administrator go directly they don't deal with the this activity, they don't deal directly with the students, means they don't interact with the directly to students. Here the thing is what they have been kept a certain kind of that part of relationship, that is the professor, that's the teacher, they have been kept, and from that part of the thing is what they are spreading the knowledge from the administrator to the teachers and finally to the students. So they have kept that part of relation. That is why I use a word, it's not always apparent. Okay, here they doesn't use like that. Okay, the activities to teaching and the relationship of this activities to teaching and learning are not always apparent. Okay, this part of it they doesn't like that they directly deal with the students. They have been kept, the teachers, the professors, they have been kept, and from this they have that part of relationship with directly they interact with the people. So that part of the thing is the job of an educational administrator are been there. So this they need to have more clear cut related with our ideas. I have one more point. Okay, on considering the range of an activity that a school principal is involved in, she or he can be viewed as a journalist needs and rely on expertise of others. Okay, now here usually in each and every activities, principals are been there, whether he or she, the principal are been involved, because with the help of that kind of person, he can develop a certain expertise, or he can call certain expertise, and from that finally he can start developing the new kind of ideas which can be given to the students. Indeed, the expertise that the principals needs to acquire is to know how to fit the piece together. Now here it is what, with the help of the expertise, finally the thing is the principal will be thinking about it, because from the expertise he'll give an ideas, and then after the principal will think about it, how to get those ideas, and finally so the thing is what, this with the help of that kind of idea, how to fix that kind of ideas into the particular way of togetherness, and finally the thing is what, you can complete all your works and the people will be getting that part of knowledge. So the administrator is having that kind of particular role where he needs to have more and more interactions, and he can have more and more related to face out all such kind of problems related to if they are facing out then, or else they can give their new kind of views. Because the total program of teaching and learning, whether in the more formal arena of a classroom or in the school as a whole, could be performed better when it's been coordinating effectively by the principal. So here usually teaching and learning activities, usually it is there into the institution already, formal way of educations are being given to the people, okay, but here if the principals are also been involved, and with the help of that principals who can give a better effective coordinations to the people, and he can have more interaction with the people, that will be smoothly and properly, it will be going easily. In short, principal must help the shape of safe and positive environment by providing adequate facilities and resources so that teaching and learning is fostered more effectively. So that is why a principal is a, because when I'm telling about an administrator, so he is the head of it. So ultimately I'm telling about it that the principal should also be involved. So when administrators are being, so ultimately a principal should also involve, and he or she should give that kind of facilities and that kind of resources to the children, because from that part of knowledge which has been given, so finally he can shape up with the new ideas, he can shape up with the new environment, and with the help of the new environment the teaching and learning skills will be fostered more effectively, which can directly go to the students, and from this the thing is what they will be getting an easy and clear cut way of ideas about it to get certain kind of knowledge. So that is why, in short, principal must help the shape a safe and positive environment. He should also save with the help of positive environment also, and provide adequate facilities and resources. That is important, okay, so that the teaching and learning is fostered more effectively, where the thing is what they can have more impact relating to teaching and learning activities, which will be directly given to the people, which will be directly given to the students into the institution, which will be having more and more impact relating to this particular way of things. Okay, we'll go to the next point. So you can see about it, the principals are also having the more impact. I have a certain functions of an educational administration. What are the functions you need to take care whenever you're performing this type of an activity? There are a number of distinctive functions that an administrator should perform to enhance the teaching and learning. Okay, there are certain distinctive numbers. Distinctive way of functions is different way of functions are being there, where the administrators are having they show the performance, how the thing is what the teaching and learning activities can be done, how to enhance them things. These are, he or she should design and influence the development of the shared vision for the education institution or organization that he or she leads. Now here the thing is, what are the visions, what are the views, what are the perceptions, so that you need to keep in mind, and finally with the help of this, finally from this you can get certain kind of influence, and you can develop certain kind of new strategies, and you can share certain kind of visions relating to this, and according to this you can lead it out, and with the help of the leading, finally the thing is what you can perform that kind of way of activity which you can run into the organization. So the functions of an educational administrators, it is what he needs to get more influence into developing a shaping of new visions. This should be there, because with the help of shaping of new vision, finally he can develop, he can start up with certain kind of new leading activity which you can cover up with the goal. Okay, so this is the one point. He or she should actual shared visions and involve others in setting the goal and develop the strategy for the realizations of the shared vision. Now here the thing is what, whatever the person will be there, the administrator will be there. So he or she should have more, he need to share those vision, whatever they have been thought about it in the previous point. And finally the thing is what, they need to involve other people also to come in that part of particular thing, and finally we can achieve a proper way of goal, where you are showing certain kind of new strategies, new type of ideas and all. The goal may reside in the culture of communities and of the school or the particular organization, and if so, they should be identified and perhaps made explicit. So ultimately, this should be, the goal will be, it will be reside according to the culture also, and the community, means whatever the goals, whatever the things have been there, whatever the activities which has been conducted will go according to the communities and according to the culture only. And the school of the particular organization, if so, should be identified identify and perhaps may be expleted. So if this kind of scenario, if we are going out, so finally the thing is what the organizations can have major impact, and finally the thing is what they can identify, and finally they can exploit, they can just remove certain kind of barriers if there is been there. So finally you can just get out that barriers outside, and finally you can start up with a new type of an involvement, a new type of development relating to this. So this is one type of an educational institutional educational administrator functions. The administrators should stimulate and directly direct the development of programs to achieve the goal and purpose. That is important. The administration should have more stimulate and direct development of programs to achieve a common way of goal and purpose. If you have a goal and purpose related, so directly they need to have that part of achievement, whatever you have been developed with a certain kind of new strategies. The administrator should establish the structure and the process to coordinate. That is important. He or she will develop that kind of, he will be establishing that part of structure and process to where you can come and where you need to coordinate. And organized implementation of a program, once the thing is the coordination, it has been done. So according to this, the implementations are also been given. You can implement that type of programs, how they want to start up, how they want to achieve with the help of that part of it. She should procure and allocate the resources needs to support the organization and its program. If certain kind of procure and allocates the resources, if you want to allocate any part of resources, it has been needed. If whatever already have been said to you previously into the previous slides only, utilization of proper resources, how much you want, that only you just require, that only resources if you use, then the thing is what it has been proper. So here also the same thing, you need to proper procure and allot the proper way of resources, how much you require. So the administrator should have clear-cut ideas and have that kind of supports from the organization, and finally with the help of that part of support, finally you can complete this type of program easily and smoothly, and finally you can achieve a goal. So that is why with the help of that all parts, the thing is what, and when the educational administrators, whenever he start up with the new ideas, their objectives, their importance, why it has been there, he needs to take care with the help of all the structures of coordinations, effectiveness, efficiency, communication, because if this all measure properly it has been done, then finally you can need to implement, and from this implementations you can grow more and more ideas, you can set up with more and more ideas, and finally the thing is what, you can foster proper way of teaching and learning way of an activity. Now here I have one to 2 points more. She or he should represent the organizations to the group in the local and large communities, and whenever the necessity arises, mediates between the groups. So here it is what an administrator will be performing whenever there's a local or a large communities where he will be coming and he will represent himself, and finally the thing is what, whenever necessary it has been developed, okay, whenever it has been required, so that type of group related activities he needs to come, he needs to perform, and finally with the help of this only the thing is what, the work can be complete properly. This is perhaps one of the most forthright and tough functions that an administrator is called upon to perform. Now here it is the major impact and more interactions and more development relating to this part of it, means major involvement will be done with the help of this part of it, which will be having more and more development relating to perform the activity. So that is the major impact relating to this particular work. She or he should evaluate and monitor the efficiency of institution operation. Already have been said that administration should look after what are the effective and efficiency operations are being conducted in the institution. You need to monitor. Now, started 1996 argued that the work of an education administrator is defined from the other field of an administration and management, and as shaped and directed by the core business of teaching and learning. Okay, so according to this part of it, it has been said there have been means education administration, okay, administrator, it is more different, okay, because then into the organization, means when I'm using educational administrator, the work what is being conducted into the educational administrator, that work and organization work makes a difference, because your my major impact will be more into fostering the teaching and learning. Then I have a more into the core business relating to teaching and learning, where the thing is the people, where the students can get more knowledge into teaching and learning activity, which can be shaped and which can be developed the new activities whatever they will be conducted. So this has been said about my educational administrator. Here we are learning about educational administrators related activity. We are not learning only here related only with a particular organization. We are into the core subject, and that subject related here it is being said about it. The more the difference related with educational administrators and the common organization, the works have been different, because here educational administration work, it is what here you will be giving a shape to a more core business of your teaching and learning activity. He been pointed out the education administration has three fundamental functions. Now here, when an education administrator will be having three fundamental activities, means he will be having more interact relating to this. Administering the meaning, first you should know about the administration meaning, okay, an educational administrator should know about the administration meaning. Next, what are the communities are being belonging to it, and next it is what excellency, administrating excellency. These are the three fundamental functions, and with the help of these three fundamental functions you need to take care major relating to meaning. You need to know communities and excellency, that is a major one, because with the help of these three different type of functions only the thing is what you can develop certain kind of fundamental activities in their resources, and to gain you can develop with their different type of sources of learning and teaching. Functions of an administration management. Okay, now here first we have been learned about an administration management, what are the educational management, what are the main functions. Here, who is the manager, the functions, into the functions first you need to see about it, who is the manager. Set the objectives for using available resources, that is important, whatever the resources are being used. So according to this, you need to set a resources, what are the activities you require, what are the things you require. Formulate the plan for achieving these objectives, that is important, you need to formulate the plan, what are the things, what are the requirements have been and how it has been there. You need to give certain kind of formulas relating to whatever you have been planned. Identifying the activities to be performed, that is important. You need to identify what are the performance are being there, how the activities been be performed, how the things are being done. Organizing the activities into the group, that is important. Whatever the work it is being given, whatever the activities are being given, so ultimately you need to place it in group, because that makes a major impact. Define the task to be done, that is important. Whatever the tasks are been there, so you need to define the core activities, what are the things. Group the task into job, that is important. The task it is given, it is not like that the task it is given. Here the thing is the work should be think about it, that is my job, that is because without this my work has been incomplete. So these are the functions of an educational management, where you need to see each and every things and each and every loop, you need to look after which each and every point. That is, first you need to know the manager, resources, you need to plan, you need to formulate according to this objectives have been there, identifying the performance, organizing the activities into the group, defining the task and grouping the activities and grouping the, according to this you need to see it's not my task, it's an activity. So these are the functions you need to take care whenever the functional managers are been performing. What are the functional managements? What are the functional management? The act of getting the people together and accomplish the desired goal and objectives. Okay, who are the functional management? Where all the peoples are coming together, and finally the thing is whatever the goals, whatever the objectives are being there. So that part of it to accept that thing. Resourcing encompass the deploying and manipulating of human resources, financial resources, technological resources and natural resources. Here it is what you are deploying the manipulating of the work, whatever an HR it is given, financial it is given, technology it is given and natural resources. Here the resourcing activities are having more major impact. Distinct process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, performance. Now here, different distinct way of process are being used in whenever I am using functions of management. So here, distinct functions already we have been seeing: planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing. Okay, these are all activities have been performed, because without this activities, as if it has been not performed, the management activities is incomplete. So these are the functions of a management. Okay, you need to take care with the help of this. Process of management already we have been seen, already have been discussed. Men, material, manpower, machines, methods, and market. These are the different six types of M, and you can see this is the basic resources 6M. Okay, our fundamental functions. The process of management is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Finally, you can see with the help of this type of arrow, you can see a social responsibility. Okay, that social responsibility, and finally the thing is that part of work it has been there, and that is called stated objectives, which is end result. Finally, you get an end result. This is, and from the input, from the output, finally you get an achievement. You get a certain kind of information. So that is why this is the one part of chart, and you can see without men, material, manpower, machineries, methods and market. These are the different part of it. This and second part you require this port mix. If you mixed with the help of this all process, finally you get a proper way of output, which from that output finally the thing is what your management it has been completed. So nowadays whenever it has been there into organization, these are the different part of an elements of management it has been used. A basic term what I have been discussed. Already the functions of a management we have been discussed: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These are the major elements. With the help of this major elements, the thing is what the functions of management it has been completed. Now, what are the plannings? Okay, whatever we have been seen about it. Okay, so with the help of this, at least you need to have a core ideas relating what is planning. The function of management that involves setting objectives and determining a course of action for achieving their objectives. Means setting up the goal, and second part to build their objectives. The thing is what the planning activity it has been done. Planning includes both broadest view of an organization. Example, it's a mission, and narrowest example that a tactic for accomplishing the specific goals. To get a specific goals, we do the planning. A broad views, and second part into the organizations. Broad views into organization where certain missions are being completed, where certain missions are being developed, and from this the thing is what my work it has been the task it has been completed. So that is why what we do the planning. So planning makes a major impact. Plan first. Okay, what are the things you will be seeing about it? What are the things you need to take care? What are the planning? Planning is important. That is first. I've already said into the managemental activities, planning makes the first activity. Contributing to the purpose and objectives, that is important. You need to contribute certain. What are the purpose? What are the objectives? Planning are the first basic functions. Planning are the functions of all the management of all the managers. Sorry, all the managers needs to plan, because without the planning, each and every worker is incomplete. Plan for an effective, efficient organization. Whenever planning it has been done, it is done for an efficient organization, where you can make each and every work smoothly. You can move ahead. Organizing, here you can see, now here you can see some all arrangements are been done, and each and every arrangements, the thing is what the work it has been allotted. I'll just go with the help of words. It's the process of grouping together of a men and establishing the relationship amongst them, defining the authorities and responsibility personally by using the company's other basic resources to attain predetermine the goal or an objective. So here it is what, and certain kind of arrangements where each and every people come together, the relationships come together, and finally with the help of it, the authorities and responsibilities have been passed. And from this, finally, the thing is what we are achieving a goal relating to certain particular objectives, whatever we have been seen, whatever we have been planned. Organizing factors of an organization. Usually, objectives have been there, authorities have been there, and managers have been there. You can see this into this three different circles. You have a three different circles, one outer circle, inner. Again, the thing is you have an inner. In each and every one, first objectives have been there. Without objectives, the work it has been incomplete. Authorities have been passed. Without authorities, the work it has been not given to any part of responsibilities. Next, managed. The work it has been managed according to this part of it, and finally the thing is what you can achieve a goal. So this is one type of an organizing activity. Staffing it is what where the thing is what you are recruiting, you are hiring the people. feeling and keeping feeling with the qualified people, all position in the business, recruiting, hiring, training, evaluating, compensations are the specific activities included in the functions. In the family business, staffing includes all the paid and unpaid position held by the family members, include the owner operational. Now here are the operators. Now here the thing is what staffing is that part of it where you're hiring and hiring a candidate, you're feeling whatever the requirements, whatever it has been there. So that part of it, the thing is what, and you're seeing how what qualified people are been there, because according to that qualified people, finally the thing is what you're hiring the people. So with the help of this, the major impact makes with the help of this part of activities into a management, because without this the thing is what the activity it has been incomplete and you cannot get a accurate people. So this is an important one. Process of staffing, see how they used to do. They used to do the recruitments and selection. Your recruitments, you can see actual requirements and hiring. Means what are the things, what are the way, what are the recruitments, it is what are the things, what are the requirements you require, how the people are been there, why the people are been there. Actual requirements, it will be there. Second part, and according to that part of it, you are hiring a candidate. Second part, from this hiring, finally the thing is what you select. From the requirements, finally the thing is what you do the selection, and then afterwards the thing is what the staffing process it has been completed. So this is also the one type of functions. Directing, okay, directing is the process of motivating communications and leadership, okay, where you guide the people, you make that type of leadership quality, leadership development relating to that particular person. Here you communicate with the people. Motivation, it is also being done. The purpose of directing is to enhance the behavior of all the persons of accomplishing the organization mission and objectives by stimulating the helping them. Now here it is what the purpose of directing to all the channels. Directing it is what here you are giving a guidelines, you're motivating, you're developing a leadership quality, and each and every work, the thing is what, and each and everywhere your missions and objectives are being built, and with the help of this stimulating, you're helping out to set with the new type of and different type of goals. So that is directing is also the main important work. Planning, organizing, now you can see what is planning. Planning here, okay. Second, you organize the work. Staffing, here you recruit from all the people. Control, okay, you need to control, and last it is what you're directing. See, I have given the pictures relating to this. So with the help of the pictures, at least what you will be getting an idea. Like this is a string, this is a term what is happening usually into the organizations to set up with the help of all the goals. Planning, increasing the sales. Now here it is why we do the planning, okay, where you can increase the sales from 10 to 30% every year by diversifying the sales. Why we do this thing? Because of this. Selecting the best season, okay, planning we do according to the best season, like which will be an accurate season where you can plan and where you can, this plan you can put into the market. Most suppliers in the country provide a best price and high quality. Each and everything it has been discussed when you do the planning, because that makes a major impact. Organizing, why we perform in that part of an organizing activity, okay, follow on horizontal structures. So you can get horizontal structures, you can organize the work according to this part of it. Horizontal structures, the organization is led by Mr. Jain, who is the CEO of a company. Under the CEO, there are the various departments. Now here I have given an example. There is one person, Mr. Jain. So he is having he is a CEO of a company. So and he is having the various department. Each and every various department, the work it has been given to each and every particular. So according to this only, they will be just completing out each and every work, and they will organize the task according to requirement. Organization chart, again what I said to you. Now your example what I've given to it, you have a Mr. Jain, okay, and finally you have he is a CEO. He is having different department, that is warehouse men, HR, marketing, accounting. Now you can see marketing, again he has a salesman. Accountant, he has a one accountant legal. So this is one type of organizational chart, and where the work it has been allotted to the particular. Why this type of system it is given? That is why the thing is the burden doesn't comes to the not only to this only person. The work it has been given to each and every person, where the group activities are being conducted, and with the help of group activities, finally the thing is the management activities are being completed properly. Now your staffing, already I have been said to you, you have so many people are there, finally you recruit one, so whichever it is a fit. In HR, in the organizational select, the staff specialize in market as the completing business is based on marketing. Best of the best are selected for the job using ability job fit model. Now if you are selecting a marketing guy, so finally from all the marketing guy, whichever is the best, because he should be have knowledge, that kind of skills, that kind of communication way of knowledge, the behavior, it has been here, a specialized one which has been relevant, their professional, it has been mixed together, and finally the thing is we select the best one. So this is the best one, finally that is also one type of management skills activity that is called a staffing one. Controlling, already the controlling, it is what the company has 2 meetings every year, and also quarterly meetings are being held. So in each and every one, so ultimately they control their each and every activities, and according to this part of meetings, all the agendas have been discussed, and according to this part of it, they know about it, how to allot and how to control the resources also, which makes a major impact relating to the managemental functions. The yearly meeting, now here usually the meetings are being conducted. So what are the things to be controlled? Yearly meetings whenever it has been held. So like sales plan, the debate plan, servicing problems. Okay, this has been checked. If I'm having a quarterly meeting, so profit increasing, HR improving, stocking. Okay, these are the things to be controlled, and these are the things to be taken into the mind whenever it has been performed. Okay. So controlling item which has been done. Leading, okay, motivates the employee by pricing reward for precedence of an attendance, various attributes given such as the golden cap of the month. Okay, this is the one type of leading activity, and from this directing, if the work it has been proper, if you have lead, so ultimately the people get more motivated. So you can give certain kind of coupons, discounts, bonus, anything you can give it about it there. The thing is what, and from this he can improve his performance. So that is also one type of management activities, whatever it has been conducted. So now we have been seen about it, all the different type of concept which you was performing. So the thing is what, today we have been completed with this type of chapter. So we got to know about it, what are the activities, what are the major impact, how the major impact having the more interest relating to the education administration. So we have learned a basic one. What are education, what are administrations, we have learned about it, how administration works. Okay, and how the administration works, what are the administrator do, how principal makes some more knowledge, and how with the help of all such type of activities, the management skills activities, what we have been learned, with the help of all the such type of activities, even importance, why are the educational administrators are given more importance to this, why it is given